This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
It's Monday. Do you need some Monday motivation? The Shop Local for Good News team is here. I'm Karena Morrison, and we're bringing you the good news stories of our neighbors doing good in our neighborhoods.
You can find us on Facebook Live on the Shop Local for Good page, and we're looking forward to your calls.
Welcome to the Shop Local for Good News special Christmas Eve morning edition of Monday Motivation. This is Karena Morrison, and we have a very special show today. I wanted to give a Christmas wish or a holiday blessing to everyone that has supported the Shop Local for Good mission since we launched on February of 2017, and a special show for all of our neighbors who follow us each week. Each week we have Monday Motivation from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on the Tan Talk Radio Network, and we also wanted to give our producer Ed a morning off for Christmas Eve. So we are recording this previously, but we have a special story and a couple of special announcements that we believe that you'll enjoy. And then I've selected some music for your Monday motivation that I hope will get you started on this amazing Christmas Eve morning. Now, just a few announcements. Starting January 5th, the Shop Local for Good team is launching special markets at the Market Space for Good, located at the Station Square Creative Suites at 628 Cleveland Street. That's 628 Cleveland Street. We have a gorgeous patio where we showcase local market vendors, and we're going to expand on that market. So in the morning from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. in the afternoon, we have a farmers market themed market event with local crafters and local food artisans on hand for you to have a shopping adventure from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That'll be every Saturday. And then we're going to move into having a artists and artisans showcase that will be specifically in the afternoon until 9 o'clock. So that starts at 4 p.m. and is until 9. Now, some of our market vendors qualify for both, so they will actually be there from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday. We'll be out on the patio and waiting for you to have an adventure in shopping locally. So once again, that starts January 5th. We are actively seeking for local artisans and artists, and you can get in touch with us at shoplocalforgoodnews.com. Send us a message to our Contact Us form, and we'll send you the details. On January 19th starts a monthly third Friday Fine Art Walk, and that's going to be from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., and that will be the entirety of Cleveland Street. There's going to be all kinds of artists and activities and artisans. Now, in the 600 block, Shop Local for Good is going to be working closely with the City of Clearwater on building up the awareness of the businesses on 600 block, and we are working on having local food artisans and artists available throughout 600 blocks. So that's going to be the Shop Local for Good mission, is to join our Cleveland Street neighbors and offer you opportunities with local food and local art to enjoy every third Friday. So that starts January 19th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., and those are on Fridays. Now, I do want to give a shout out because the Benevolution Foundation launched the Artists for Good program. That's hashtag Artists for Good program. And these artists are available at the market space. We want to thank Thomasia Martins. He's displaying his gorgeous paintings there and offering to donate towards the Benevolution Foundation in our community. Our mission is to help all volunteer managed, worthy, locally focused nonprofit missions to grow in our community and to make us stronger together. So we want to thank Thomasia Martins for displaying his beautiful artwork at the Market Space for Good. Once again, that's 628 Cleveland Street in Suite 11 of the Station Square Creative Suites. We also want to thank Rashida Sharif and her sweet trees. They are bonsai-inspired sweet trees that she handcrafts locally, and she is also donating a percentage of her sales to the Benevolution Foundation mission. And give a shout out to the Copper Artist. Full disclosure, that is my husband, so he basically has no choice but to support my nonprofit mission. We do have openings. We have lots of wall space in the Market Space for Good, and we are looking for unique local art that we can display, and we basically ask for a minimum of a 25% donation of your sale to be donated to the Benevolution Foundation. So that is our shout out for the Artists for Good. I do have a story that I would like to tell you. I'm going to try to make it through this story because this is a story about my mother who passed away in 1994. Now, you may wonder how I earned the title, the nickname of the Serial Volunteer, and that is SERIAL, that is not Lucky Charms. Well, I was raised by a mother and a grandmother who I consistently witnessed giving towards the community, giving to their neighbors in need. And I truly believe that if we raise our children that way, that they will grow up into being helpful citizens and have the passion and the empathy to help our neighbors in need in our communities. We really should be attempting to raise volunteers because that's truly what's going to make us all stronger together. So the story of the Serial Volunteer. When I was a young child, I do remember my mom just consistently being concerned about others in our lives, whether it was a neighbor that needed a helping hand or a young mom that needed daycare for her child so that she could get a job. My mom did watch children in the home while we were at home so that we didn't have to go into daycare. So she was one of those moms. She was a blessing to many. When she passed away, her memorial service was packed with way more people than my family ever could fathom that she had helped over the years of her life. So what I want to do right now is I want to give a sincere, heartfelt thank you and honor my mom for her years that she spent with us on our planet, and for all the serial volunteers out in Tampa Bay that find yourself drawn to figuring out ways that you can help others when you see a need and stepping up. You are the true heroes of our community, and I honor you, and I look forward to reaching you and further projects and encouraging you to get involved with some worthy nonprofit missions in our community. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to offer some music from my childhood that I can remember my mother cleaning the house to, and things that made her happy. We will have some Christmas music as well. I know the Christmas season can be hard for some. It is hard for me because we miss those that aren't with us. But know that there's people, your tribe is out there. There are more serial volunteers, and we're looking for you. If you'd like to connect with me, there is a Facebook page. It is called The Serial Volunteer. Feel free to like it. And if you're on Facebook, we do have an event set up for today's show. I will be monitoring the event, and I do want to hear your stories or read your stories while you're listening to the music that's going to be playing. Thank you so much for everyone that has stepped up and joined the Shop Local for Good mission to encourage everyone to shop locally with the small business owners who are giving back to our community and helping to support nonprofit missions that help our neighbors in need. So I hope you enjoy the music. I will be back at just after 8 o'clock with another small announcement. So stick with me and join me in the event. It's the Shop Local for Good News Christmas Eve edition on Facebook. And tell me your stories about 2018 and how you've helped your neighbors in need. Have a wonderful rest of the year, and I will be back in the next hour to inspire you with a couple more things. This is Karena Morrison with Shop Local for Good News. Enjoy the music.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointing haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer, not a trace doubt in my mind. I'm in love, and I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. Seems the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, and I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, and I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I saw her face, and now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, and I'm a believer. I'm in love, and I'm a believer. You LA is fine, the sun shines most of the time, and the feeling is laid back. Palm trees grow and rents are low, but you know, keep thinking about making my way back. Well, I'm New York City born and raised, but now Nowadays I'm lost between two shores. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York's home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I cried, I am, said I, and I am lost, and I can't even say why. Leaving me lonely still. Did you ever read about a frog who dreamed of being a king and then became one? Well, except for the names and a few other changes, if you talk about me, the story's the same one. But I got an emptiness deep inside that I've tried, but it won't let me go. And I'm not a man who likes to swear, but I never cared for the sound of being alone. I am myself to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I cried, I am, said I, and I am lost, and I can't even say why. I am myself, I am, I cried, I am. Hello again, hello. Just called to say hello. I couldn't sleep at all tonight, and I know it's late, but I couldn't wait. Hello, my friend, hello. Just called to let you know I think about you every night when I'm here alone and you're there at home. Hello. Maybe it's been crazy, and maybe I'm to blame, but I put my heart above my head. We've been through it all, and you love me just the same. When you're not there, I just need to hear Hello, my friend, hello. It's good to meet you so. It's good to love you like I do, and to feel this way when I hear you say hello. Hello, my friend, hello. Just called to let you know I think about you every night, and I know it's late, but I couldn't wait. Hello. Belinda was mine till the time that I found her holding Jim, loving him. Then Sue came along, loved me strong, that's what I thought. Me and Sue, but I do. Don't know that I will, but until I can find me a girl that'll stay and won't play games behind me, and I'll be what I am, a solitary man, solitary man. I've had it to hear being where love's a small word, part-time thing, paper ring. I know it's been done having one girl who loves you, right or wrong, we go strong. Don't know that I will, but until I can find me a girl that'll stay and won't play games behind me, I'll be what I am, a solitary man, solitary man. Don't know that I will, but until I can find me a girl that'll stay and won't play games behind me, I'll be what I am, a solitary man, solitary man, solitary man, solitary man.
Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby, and the snow is falling on the ground. Christmas, Christmas. Well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby, and the snow is falling down. Well, you be a real good little girl. Santa Claus is bringing down. Got no sleigh with reindeer, no sack on my back. You gonna see me coming in a big black Cadillac. Oh, the Christmas time, pretty baby. And the snow is falling on the grass. Well, you be a real good little baby. Santa Claus is back in town. Hang up your pretty stockings, turn off the light. Santa Claus is coming down your chimney tonight. Oh, Christmas time, baby, and the snow is falling on the ground. Well, you be a real good little baby. Santa Claus is back in town.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, riding down Santa Claus Lane. Blitzen, blitzen, all here's a reindeer pulling on a rein. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. Hang your stockings and say your prayer, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, riding down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a bag that's filled with toys for boys and girls again. Hear those sleigh bells jingle jangle, what a beautiful sight. Jump in bed and cover up your head, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, riding down Santa Claus Lane. He doesn't care if you're rich or poor, he loves you just the same. Santa knows that we're God's children, that makes everything right. Fill your hearts with Christmas cheer, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Well, here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He'll come around when the chimes ring out this Christmas morn again. Peace on earth will come to all if we just follow the light. Let's give thanks to the Lord above, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. 'Cause Santa Claus comes tonight. I don't need a lot of presents to make my Christmas bright. I just need my baby's arms wound around me tight. Oh, Santa, hear my plea. Santa, bring my baby back to me. Santa, bring my baby back to me. The Christmas tree is ready, the candles all aglow. But with my baby far away, the good is a mistletoe. Oh, Santa, hear my plea. Santa, bring my baby back to me. Santa, bring my baby back to me. Please make these reindeer hurry, well, the time is drawing near. It sure won't seem like Christmas until my baby's here. Oh, fill my sock with candy, an old bright and shiny toy. You wanna make me happy and fill my heart with joy. Then Santa, hear my plea. Santa, bring my baby back to me. Please make this reindeer hurry, well, the time is drawing near. It sure won't seem like Christmas until my baby's here. Oh, but only fill my sock with candy, an old bright and shiny toy. You wanna make me happy and fill my heart with joy. Then Santa, hear my plea. Santa, bring my baby Silver bells, silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring, soon it will be Christmas Day. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring, soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of streetlights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids punch. This is Santa's big scene, and above all the bustle you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring, soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is Michael Jackson of the Jackson 5 wishing a happy holiday to all Motown fans.
Wow! Mommy's kissing Santa Claus! Santa Claus, and I'm gonna tell my dad. Underneath
Of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow.
Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright,
and may all your Christmases be white. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look in the 5 and 10, glistening once again, with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that will talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well, the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that'll make 'em ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. Sure, it's Christmas once more. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa is on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought me some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. And the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow and snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really grab me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
What has lasted 5,000 years was once almost lost. Now, the world awaits the divine culture's return.
Absolutely the #1 show on the planet.
I love it.
Breathtaking.
Incredible.
Awesome.
Very exciting.
Mesmerizing.
Really enjoyed it.
It makes you feel alive.
Absolutely flawless.
I laughed, I cried, colorful and vibrant and joyous.
The dancers, you guys are amazing.
They can just fly. Gravity does not apply to them.
Oh my gosh, I was so intrigued by this.
I'd get lost in the music and I'd get lost in what I'm seeing on stage.
It's a very eye-opening experience.
We came for her birthday.
Great experience, well worth it.
Even though it's been going for about 10 years, every year it's a completely different show.
I know this sold out very, very quickly, and I can see why now.
I think I've not seen something like this ever before.
I would recommend it to everybody.
I recommend it to everyone.
I'm shocked. I can't praise this show enough. I have traveled this earth probably to every corner. I've never seen anything like this. It's unbelievable.
Magnifique.
I'm incredibly inspired after coming tonight.
I feel 30 years younger.
Normally I'm bored when she takes me to these things, but I loved it. I could go another couple hours.
It was just amazing. Yeah.
See it 100 more times.
I will probably brag and say I got to see it and you didn't, so they have to come with me next time.
If you try to describe it, they're going to go, what? Do you have to see it with your eyes?
How many things do you see in life that touch you and make you that hopeful?
I'm not ashamed to say I cried, but it just had to move you because there's not enough of that now in the world.
Every seat is taken. I can see why now.
The most enjoyable part for me is seeing my daughter just smile the whole time.
It made me feel like coming home.
The feelings that they make in your heart and your soul, I'm speechless. But it was really beautiful.
The skill level is beyond anything imaginable.
Significant training, tumbling, all of these things then coordinated together to just display the utmost in precision.
There's sharpness and the quickness and the movement coming and going, and then the scenery, the backdrop. Oh, I just love that.
And their hands are so expressive in the way they use the props. You know, there's nothing like that in Western ballet, and I very much admire.
They were extraordinary artists. They were so together and they were so focused on the audience and what they were doing.
To be that exact height with the exact same movement and the exact same pose at the exact same time is another level of precision. What comes from the soul you can't fake and you can't practice. It just is. And so I loved that they explain what the name means and that it's the divine being expressing through their soul.
Sensations. It's amazing. It's amazing. I've not seen anything like that in the theater.
Every one of those dancers could be a premier solo dancer, here at the Colosseum.
A first-class show, and I think the wonderful you're doing this around the world.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas
just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and kitties listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
From the Sunshine State, this is Tampa Bay's Tan Talk.
This is Shop Local for Good News, the Christmas Eve edition, and I'm hoping that you are enjoying the music that we picked out, especially for hopefully your Christmas Eve morning motivation. This is Karena Morrison, and I just have a brief message for you to consider. Over the past couple of years, there have been some locally owned and operated and family-run small businesses in our community that have stepped up big time. Not only have they been mentors of mine, but they've also consistently given when I've asked them to support a nonprofit. These are some amazing individuals in their community who truly care about doing the right thing. They have absolutely no idea that I'm about to do this, and I just want to encourage everybody that's listening to shop locally for good in the upcoming year with my dear friends that I'm about to tell you about. Now, I do want to give a special shout out to Clyde and Michael Hutchins of Edgewater in Maine. They are on Klosterman Road in Tarpon Springs. I actually met them back in 2014, I believe it was, when I was working with a Safety Harbor campaign. And Clyde and Michael have just always been a huge supporter of locally focused efforts in our community. They stepped up big time this year, especially. They've always stepped up, but they were big sponsors of this year's Mac and Cheese Festival and donating to all of our door prizes. They've offered me their much valued wisdom over the several pivots of the Shop Local for Good direction. And so I do want to encourage you to shop locally for good with the Edgewater and Maine team. They offer fine linens and interior design, and they also have a wonderful boutique where they are also showcasing local artists. So once again, that's Edgewater and Maine on Klosterman Road. I also want to give a shout out to my buddy Steve with Joey Biscotti Rustic Bakery. He and his partner are in Safety Harbor on Main Street. Once again, that's another small business owner who I've known for many years and who works very hard on his craft. He has the best brownies I've ever tasted in my life, and more. He also has biscotti. So I want you to consider going into Joey Biscotti Rustic Bakery on Main Street in Safety Harbor. And when you do visit him, tell him Karena sent you. He's a great guy and a dear friend, and also a big supporter of local nonprofit missions. Another bakery that is it's a healthy bakery. Now, mind you, you're not going to get the keto and the other stuff at Joey Biscotti. So if you're having a cheat day, you need to go to Safety Harbor. Now, if you're having another form of day, I want to give, you can basically go there every other day of the week, is the Scone Age Bakery and Cafe in Dunedin. They're on Skinner Road. That is my dear, dear, dear friends, Shelley and Larry Jaffe. I've known them for many, many years, all the way back to a art in the park in downtown Clearwater that Shelley actually trained me on markets, doing markets. She's a wonderful human being, and she's also a dear friend of our family, and she is an amazing chef. So they do everything from keto to paleo to gluten-free to some cafe items and she makes fantastic scones. And full disclosure, my daughter works for her part-time and is learning how to bake. Yay, my family's so excited about that. And she also offers a limited lunch menu too, and it's all very healthy for you. So all you keto people, you need to go visit my friends at Scone Age Bakery and Cafe in Dunedin, and they are on Skinner Boulevard. Now, another person that stepped up big time this year is Gabby Lyons, and she does It Works. It Works Gabby Go Green. She is also my rock star and my rock of the market space, Saturday markets, and our special events. So if you are a vendor who is doing a special event, you would be, she manages the outdoors while I am inside in the retail shop, because our retail shop is also always included, and we have over 20 small businesses and entrepreneurs represented in our retail space. So that is the Market Space for Good at 628 Cleveland Street in Suite 11. We're open Tuesdays through Sundays from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. starting in January. So back to It Works with Gabby Go Green. She is an amazing person who truly, truly cares about the health and well-being of her neighbors. And she's actually part of our lives, because my daughter and I started It Works several months ago, and I can tell you that it does work. So I am personally recommending that you get together with Gabby Lyons and come out to our markets and say hi to her, because she does the keto coffee bar, and it's highly, highly recommended. The keto coffee is phenomenal. Now, our next shout out is our dear friend Denise with Aunt Niecy's. She is in the market space. She does amazing fruit butters and specialty foods. And she also stepped up big time and took a big risk on joining the Market Space for Good when we were at our other location. And she has stuck with us the entire time through all the challenges. She's also a huge supporter of Kids Campaign, and just a all-around amazing lady that does a lot of good for our neighbors in need. So that's Aunt Niecy's Specialty Foods. She does amazing fruit butters. You will throw out all the jelly in your refrigerator. And they're low glycemic, they're vegan, they're gluten-free, and they're just tasty too. So our next one is DJ's Homemade Salsa. Donnie with DJ's Homemade Salsa he also was a founder of the Market Space for Good Entrepreneur Incubator concept. He has been with us since the beginning, and he was a huge supporter of Bailey's Way Rescue. During the mac and cheese event, he actually designed and donated the door prize basket for them. He's always willing to step up to offer his fantastically delicious salsas as a part of worthy nonprofit missions in our community. And his business is located at the Market Space for Good. We have every single flavor possible, from fresh and zesty to his wildly successful Trinidad Reaper. So my personal favorites are the burning mango or the burning pineapple, and if you come in and see the shelf, you'll probably get that. But once again, that's DJ's Homemade Salsa. We want to give a special holiday shout out to Donnie and his family. Our next big thank you is for Aramel Apothecary. Yocasta is a full-time nurse, so she is technically unable. She's actually unable. She works too much to do markets, so we have her showcased at the Market Space for Good. She is another one of our small business families that stepped up and was consistently donating to the nonprofits that we were raising funds for. So shout out to Aramel Apothecary. She's actually, now we are open. The Market Space for Good is open on Christmas Eve day. We're open from 11 to 7. So if you have any last minute gifts that you need to grab, Aramel Apothecary has put together some beautiful gift sets. She does essential oil based personal care products, from lotions to shower steamers to sprays. So, and she's put together some beautiful gift sets. So come on in and check it out. Our next holiday thank you for stepping up with us early and sticking with us is the Dark Horse Florida Publishing team and Tom Cuba, a local author. He has been with us since the beginning with the Market Space for Good concept. And he also was a huge donor to our fundraising efforts in the community during our events and our festivals. So once again, that's Tom Cuba. You can find him on Facebook. And I also want to thank the Sebastian Roberts author as well, and the Dark Horse Florida Publishing authors. We do carry a line of their books. It's poetry, short stories, and collection of short stories, and then a whole series from Sebastian Roberts that includes intrigue and all kinds of things, because he's had worldwide experience, and his books are phenomenal. So once again, thanks to them. Now for some of our, I also want to thank Madhouse Mindworks. Lauren Bell also was consistently donating towards efforts in our community. She does steampunk jewelry, and she also goes out and mines crystals. And I'm talking mines crystals like from mountains, and then brings them back, because Florida, in case you haven't seen, doesn't have mountains. But that is what she does for enjoyment. And so she mines the crystals and she makes jewelry out of them, and then she offers them for sale at the Market Space for Good. She has an entire showcase of her steampunk jewelry, and she will be visiting us on occasion at our upcoming events as well. So now for a couple more, just two more, I promise you, and then we'll get back to the music. Pets Unlimited, that's 1888 Drew Street. That is Stephen Esposito. I have been a Clearwater resident for going on 18 years, and Pets Unlimited on Drew Street has been our go-to place for all of our pet supplies. Steve is a wonderful human being, and also he really truly cares about your pets and getting them the best products. That he does go locally sourced first when he can, and then he reaches out to bring in, high quality products for your pets. So if you want to know that he does reach out locally first. He does. And he also supports local nonprofit missions. So shout out to Steve and his whole crew. They truly do go above and beyond in customer service. And so I encourage you to visit Pets Unlimited at 1888 Drew Street in Clearwater. Angie's Grill. Now, this is the Angie's Grill of 1732 Drew Street. You hear me talking about them every week because after we leave our Monday Motivation show, Lorena and I, my daughter and I, we have to visit our friends Angela and Juan and our most favorite server on the planet, Michelle Shelley, every Monday morning for breakfast. They have fantastic breakfast items. If you're a empanada and taco person, I encourage you to check in with them on Tuesdays. Obviously, not tomorrow because it's Christmas. But they do have Taco Tuesdays with fantastic prices and fantastic food. They serve breakfast all day until 3:30, and they are 6:30 to 3:30, and they are located at 1732 Drew Street. Angela and Juan stepped up really big time to help a local charity that assists single moms in our community. They offered their space for us to hold events. They donated quite a bit, and they're just big neighborhood supporters. So if you're looking for a delicious breakfast and phenomenal service from our friend Shelley, we encourage you to visit Angie's Grill. They're open Monday. They're open every day of the week from 6:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. They also do take phone-in orders, and they have a limited delivery. So that's 1732 Drew Street. And I just want to make sure I thank everybody here. I've got this in front of me. We want to thank Brain Freeze, Please, and Lasting Kisses by Sandy. She does Synergence. Once again, Sandy Cartier, she's been a huge supporter of local focused nonprofit missions in our community. We want to thank Suzanne with Vogue Glamour Parties and Events. She stepped up big time by donating a glamour bus party for an upcoming door prize. That's going to be through the Benevolution Foundation. So if you want to like our page, the Benevolution Foundation, we'll have an announcement about a February event where hopefully we will be able to put that on in downtown Clearwater and have that drawing. And we want to thank Flourish Photography, Flourish Magazine Style Photography, Valerie Bogle. She is in our Passport for Good. She's offering a discount. The Passports for Good, we have a few remaining. They are available at the Market Space for Good, 628 Cleveland Street, Suite 11, for a $20 donation. You will receive hundreds in savings at a lot of the people that I'm talking about, and including Integrity Auto in Largo, and Carolyn's Kitchen, and Ashley Highfill with Cincy, and Aunt Nisi and DJs, and the other people that I've spoken about. It goes from Tarpon Springs all the way down to St. Petersburg. So it's truly a passport for good, a passport for local savings, and your $20 donation gets you a leather keepsake personal organizer that is not dated, and a couple $100 in savings. And that reminds me, I want to thank By the Bay Home Team. They're our real estate team that helps us, that has invested in the Passports for Good, and they are offering a discount too. Now, I've spoken enough. Now it's back to the great music that I hope you enjoy. Just a heads up, I am over in the Facebook event, and so if you have a Christmas message for the Shop Local for Good team, please feel free to comment. It's open for your comments. If you have a local nonprofit that is in the area, or a small business that wants to get connected with local nonprofits, feel free to comment there too. You can find the event on the Serial Volunteer page or the Market Space for Good page, or the Shop Local for Good page. It's in our event listing. I'll share it, and I look forward to hearing your stories and getting your messages of Christmas. And once again, this is Shop Local for Good News. I'm Karena Morrison, and I look forward to coming music and to going live again on January 31st. Have a wonderful Christmas, everyone, and shout out to all the Serial volunteers in Tampa Bay. You are my heroes.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. A regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, "Son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes." La 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 li di da, la la li di da da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. Gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, "Bill, I believe this is killing me," as a smile ran away from his face. "Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place." Oh, la 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 di di da, la la di di da da. Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife, and he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. Men slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile. 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer, and they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Oh, la la la, di-di-da. La la, di-di-da, la-da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep, from the mountains of fame to the river so deep. I must be looking for something, something sacred I lost, but the river is wide, and it's too hard to cross. Even though I know the river is wide, I walk down every evening and stand on the shore. I try to cross to the opposite side so I can finally find what I've been looking for. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep, through the valley of fear, to a river so deep. I'm searching for something, taken out of my soul, something I'd never lose, something somebody stole. I don't know why I go walking at night, but now I'm tired and I don't want to walk anymore. Hold me just think the rest of my life until I find what it is I've been looking for. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep, through the jungle of doubt, to the river so deep. I know I'm searching for something, something so undefined, that it can only be seen by the eyes of the blind. In the middle of the night. Not sure about life after this, God knows I've never been a spiritual man. Baptized by fire, I wade into the river that is running to the promised land. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep, through the desert of the truth, to the river so deep. We all end in the ocean, we all start in the streams. We're all carried along by the river of dreams. In the middle of the night. one. Well, they showed you a statue, told you to pray. They built you a temple and locked you away. Ah, but they never told you the price that you pay for things that you might have done. Well, only the good die young. That's what I said. Only the good die young. Only the good die young. You might have heard I run with a dangerous crowd. We ain't too pretty, we ain't too proud. We might be laughing a bit too loud. Oh, but that never hurt no one. So come on, Virginia, show me a sign. Send up a signal, I'll throw you a line. Stained glass curtain you're hiding behind never lets in the sun. Darling, only the good die young. Whoa, 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 whoa. I tell you, only the good die young. Only the good die young. You got a nice white dress and a party on your confirmation. You got a brand new soul, and a cross of gold. But Virginia, they didn't give you quite enough information. You didn't count on me when you were counting on your rosary. Oh, 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 and they say there's a heaven for those who will wait. And some say it's better, but I say it ain't. I'd rather laugh with the sinners than cry with the saints. The sinners are much more fun. You know that only the good die young. Oh, baby, I tell you, only the good die young. Only the good die young. Said your mother told me all that I could give you was a reputation. Oh, she never cared for me. But did she ever say a prayer for me? Oh, 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 come out, come out, come out. Virginia, don't let me wait. The Catholic girls start much too late. Sooner or later it comes down to fate. I might as well be the one. You know that only the good die young. Tell you, baby, you know that only the good die young. Only the good die young. Only the good, only the good die young.
Radio Camera 3 and Hey Camera 3.
Well, thank you, Topo Gigio. And now, right here on our stage, BJ and the Affordables.
Listen, boy, I don't wanna see you let a good thing slip away. You know I don't like watching anybody make the same mistakes I made. She's a real nice girl and she's always there for you. But a nice girl wouldn't tell you what you should do. Oh, listen, boy, I'm sure that you think you got it all under control. You don't want somebody telling you the way to stay in someone's soul. You're a big boy now and you'll never let her go. But that's just the kind of thing she ought to know. Tell her about it. Tell her everything you feel. Give her every reason to accept that you're for real. Tell her about it. Tell her all your crazy dreams. Let her know you need her. Let her know how much she means. Listen, boy, it's not automatically a certain guarantee. To ensure yourself, you got to provide communication constantly. When you love someone, you're always insecure, and there's only one good way to reassure. Tell her about it, let her know how much you care. When she can't be with you, tell her you wish you were there. Tell her about it every day before you leave. Pay her some attention, give her something to believe. 'Cause now and then she'll get to worrying, just because you have been spoken for so long. And though you may not have done anything, will that be a consolation when she's gone? Listen, boy, it's good information from a man who's made mistakes. Just a word or two that she gets from you could be the difference that it makes. She's a trusting soul, she's put her trust in you. You know she put her trust in you. But a girl like that won't tell you what you should do. Tell her about it, tell her everything you feel. Give her every reason to accept that you're for real. Tell her about it, tell her all your crazy dreams. Let her know you need her, let her know how much you mean. Tell her about it, tell her how you feel right now. Just tell her about it. The girl don't want to wait too long. You gotta tell her about it. Tell her now when you won't go wrong. You gotta tell her about it before it gets too late. You got to
Oh, not bad, not bad. Yeah. Thanks for warming them up for me.
That was Mr. William Joel. And now, right here on our stage, the fabulous, the wonderful, the fantastic Petrushka, the Dancing Bear.
those days. Only human. But I survived all those long, lonely days when it seemed I did not have a friend. 'Cause all I needed was a little faith so I could catch my breath and face the world again. Don't forget your second wind. Sooner or later you'll feel that momentum kick in. One more time. Don't forget your second wind. Woo. Sooner or later you'll feel that momentum kick in. In every heart there is a room, a sanctuary safe and strong, to heal the wounds from lovers past, until a new one comes along. I spoke to you in cautious tones. You answered me with no pretense, and still I feel I said too much. My silence is my self-defense, and every time I've held a rose, it seems I only felt the thorns. And so it goes, and so it goes, and so will you soon, I suppose. But if my silence made you leave, then that would be my worst mistake. So I will share this room with you, and you can have this heart to break. And this is why my eyes are closed. It's just as well for all I've seen. And so it goes, and so it goes, and you're the only one who knows. So I would choose to be with you. That's if the choice were mine to make. But you can make decisions too, and you can have this heart to break.
Who knows what Christmas is all about? Sure, Charlie Brown. I can tell you what Christmas is all about. Lights, please. And there were in the same country shepherds, abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them. And the glory of the Lord shone round about them. And they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not. For behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Saviour, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host praising God, and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.